Spirit's saying, just do your best. All you can do is your best. And when you criticize, when you are judgmental of your best, Spirit wants you to understand what is actually happening. That critical voice is a previous version of self wanting you to stay the same. You think that it is you striving for more, but what it is self-doubt telling you that your best is not good enough. When you're walking in alignment with Spirit, your best is your best. And you understand that your best gets to change moment by moment based on what you have to give at the time. And when you do your best and a critical voice comes in and tells you that your best is not good enough, that isn't you, that isn't a future version of you trying to improve. That is a past version of you that recognizes that you are improving and doesn't like the change. Because the more that you do your best, the less and less of you remains in the old timeline, in the old paradigm. You're battling yourself. You're battling who you used to be. And when you do your best and you feel this sense of that's not good enough, that is an old way of being. Just do your best. And the guaranteed way to make sure something is your best, have all of your awareness in this present moment tapped into your body, being an open, clear channel, and taking it all in. Your best is when you're fully tapped in to Spirit with the awareness that this present moment is all there is, and how this present moment unfolds is something that you get to participate in. And any time that you are placing judgment upon it and saying that it's not good enough, you're thinking that you're supposed to be somewhere else. If you were supposed to be somewhere else, doing something else, you would be doing that thing right now. Spirit has you in this very moment in time, in this spot, because there's something that Spirit thinks is important for you to be doing. And when you mourn the life that you used to have, when you worry about the future, you are pulling yourself out of where you're supposed to be, which is here in alignment with God, with the awareness that you are inside a human vessel having an experience. And through that experience, you have the opportunity to connect with and activate others. And our humanness will pull us off into thinking that that's not quite good enough. You should be doing more. Sometimes we are our most powerful when it looks like we're doing nothing at all. Spirit is wanting you to remember that Spirit sees that you are always doing your best. Spirit is always there for you. It never goes away. It is just us. We forget. We fall back asleep. We unplug. But Spirit's always there. That is the one thing that you can rely on. And if you are one that is fortunate enough to know the feeling of God's love, Spirit is reminding you that there are people out there that are empty vessels. They walk without any reassurance or guidance. And because they don't walk with God's guidance, they are out to serve themselves. They don't understand that when they harm others, they're harming themselves. They don't understand that everything they do will get returned and has to be accounted for. It can be frustrating to walk in a world of people that they just don't have love in their heart, and it can be frustrating that you want to turn away when you witness all the contrast in the world. And Spirit is just reminding you of the gift that it is to get to walk with the knowing of God's love. And the people that are meant to find it in this lifetime will find it, and it won't come from anything that is forced upon them. That the best thing you can do is to anchor into your knowing and not allow yourself to be changed by the world, to not allow the station in you to get changed. That to remember that you always have access when you sit down you tune yourself, you tune out the static of the world, and you can tap back into spirit. And when you do that, you're going to get exactly what it is that you need to hear. And there are people, the empty vessels, that don't understand how it is that you know what you know. They don't understand how it is that you know which way to move. And because they're not tapped into the light, they make assumptions that you must be doing the same things that they do to get ahead. You must be manipulating, you must be lying, you must be working in something dark. And it's quite the opposite. Whatever is said about you, at the end of the day, Spirit just wants you to clear and tap back into your knowing, that you know that you are walking with a pure heart, with intentions that are good for the greater good, intended for the greater good of everyone. And people, again, that are empty vessels, they just are completely unaware that that is a way to exist within the world. And so they will continue to misunderstand and misrepresent you, and that's just part of being here. So anyways, the light's always there, the love is always there. It is our humanness, it is our ego, it is our analytical mind that pulls us off into the what ifs, into other realities, and worrying about what's going on out there. And the most important thing is what's going on within you, within your vessel. And every time you sit back down with spirit, you get to reset, you get a fresh start, you get to turn the station, you get to turn up the dial back into the remembrance of, this is a really cool gift that you have just being on earth right now, and that it's meant to feel good, and that you have the ability to put into the world energy of love. And whatever someone else has to say about that is really none of your business, because you can't not do it, at least not for very long. You can't stay apart from spirit for very long before you start to really feel crappy, and you want to come back home to the light. And then you do, and you remember, like, oh, I should never leave. I should stay in this knowing all the time. Almost like that's how we're designed to be always be love, to always be loving.